The Gannett Corporation owns all the major newspapers in the state of Wisconsin, including the Oshkosh Northwestern, right here where I live in Oshkosh, Wisconsin. Now, none of us expect the corporate media to follow any kind of ethical standards that you might find in, say, an academic journalism textbook. But I don't think it's unreasonable for us to expect that Gannett newspapers would follow their own stated ethical principles. Let me give you an example of what I mean. The city of Oshkosh is on the verge of going through with a project to purchase the downtown Oshkosh City Center. Stated price of $12.5 million dollars. Will probably be a lot more than that when all is said and done. A project that could potentially displace anywhere from 20 to 30 businesses and probably have some other consequences that we're not even aware of yet. And not all of those consequences will be good, of course. Now, in the reporting on that project, on at least two occasions that I'm aware of, the Oshkosh Northwestern, in one case, cited a source with intimate knowledge of city workings who was never identified. And then in another story, multiple sources with intimate knowledge, again, never identified. Is this ethical journalism, especially when we're dealing with a project that could potentially displace people who've given a lot to this community over many years? Let me read you two of Gannett's own ethical standards for news reporting. One, they say, we will maintain an impartial, arm's length relationship with anyone seeking to influence the news. When they allow someone to go into the paper as a source with intimate knowledge of city workings and offer no pushback to them at all, can we really believe that Gannett is at an arm's length relationship with that person or persons? Secondly, second Gannett principle, we will use confidential sources as the sole basis for published information only as a last resort and under specific procedures that best serve the public's right to know. Are we to believe that absolutely no one involved in this project would go on the record so that as a last resort, the newspaper had to cite sources with intimate knowledge of city workings? I'm not sure that this really meets the smell test, folks. Now, why is this important? Because as I said earlier, this project, if it makes it through the due diligence period it's in right now, this is a project that's going to be very expensive, cost taxpayers lots of money, and possibly displace a number of businesses in the downtown area. When you think about that, it's vital that we get the most hard-hitting and, yes, ethical journalism possible to make sure that the city's taxpayers, including those small business owners downtown, are being represented fairly.